football season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Switch out.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 25. Ricky.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one,
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
42-yard line.
54 is Mike.
Here's Wilson. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
8 yards on the pick.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
49-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made at the...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. Do I 140 set, boy,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Again, Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
The extra point.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
By Malik Hooker.
But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. Third down here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the line. Backer.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Off play action, James. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. To throw is James. Throwing on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. James on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, James. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be stopped inside his own 10. And the penalty marker likely going against him as well. What a mess. Jackson now down around his goal line. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Jackson is going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's fielded at the 45. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Here's James on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now James on 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
They go play action with Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Tucker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Jackson will throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down now, it's Miles. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy at midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. James now off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, James looking middle, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is James. Throwing on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, James. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 89.
From 6 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Jaguars 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check.
James from the gun on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete to number
From 8 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on third down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. It's Miles. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Jackson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to number 89.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Chavez to throw. To throw on second down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Number 22.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line with just a 3-yard gain there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Chavez. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Chavez. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Jaguars take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Lambeau lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A They'll run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll go up top here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Jaguars. First and goal at the 5-yard.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
That's trash.
3rd and goal, option right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 24-yard.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
At the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Graham. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. Off the play fake, here's Graham. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, Miles. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.